Welcome to our new episode of our Dream to Rise. And for this episode, we have a special guest actually, a special guest who is an entrepreneur, who is a drug-free wellness expert. Most of us are so focused on the medicines and everything, and we don't know what's the side effects of those medicines, right? And I'm glad to have her with us today because she will share with us what she has had discovered, and this is about a patch which she is promoting, and this helps reduce body pain, stress, promotes sleep, mobility, be more focused, boost your energy, improve your immune system, and a lot of things that we need to discover from her. Now living her best life, focusing on full body wellness. Let us welcome our guest speaker, Cathy Gage. Good afternoon, Cathy. Welcome to our podcast, The Dream to Rise. And how are you doing?
Thank you so much, Cynthia. It's so great to be here. I'm doing fantastic. Yes, it is a dream to rise. That's absolutely what it is, because not everybody gets that luxury if they don't put in the work and don't do what they need to do to get there.
Absolutely, absolutely. That dream to rise really inspired me to, as what I've shared with you before the recording, before this episode, I was telling, we were discussing about the purpose of this podcast, which is really we all have the power to create our own dreams. But what happens? A lot of people are stuck because they don't, just like the at the positive attitude which you just showed a while ago. Oh, it's about dream to rise, and having positive thoughts makes a difference. It makes a difference. So that's a start towards making your dreams a reality. Your dream a
Absolutely.
reality. So, as what I have mentioned, I would like to ask you to please share your story. What what have you done, or tell us something about yourself that brought you to where you are right now.
Okay. So what brought me to here right now, there's a lot of trauma in my life, but what has brought me to living the best life I am right now is because I found a drug-free health and wellness patch. And we now carry 14 different patches. They all have patterns on them, and they're just a square patch that you put on your body, and they are a narrow tactile stimulation pattern. A lot of people are not going to know what that really means. Number one, it means that there's no drugs in it. It touches the skin, it tells the brain what to do. It works by the neural pathways of the brain. So it's no different than if I say to you, close your eyes, and I put a pen in your hand and I ask you what it is, and you say it's a pen. Well, how do you know? Your eyes are closed. It touched the skin, it told the brain what to do. And each patch has a different pattern on them. So depending what you're looking for, you pick the patch you need. That talks to the brain, and you just feel so much better without drugs, chemicals, or anything like that. And it's changed my life.
This is amazing because right now a lot of people are experiencing a lot of body pains, a lot of stress, the depression, and so on. Mental health is really making is really showing up right now everywhere to any individual. But having drugs or taking drugs makes so much, really, there's so much effects or side effects to the individual. And I'm glad that you were able to discover this one because, as what you've mentioned, there's no drugs in it and there's no side effects. And probably you could share with us, how were you able to discover this?
So basically, I was dealing with a lot of pain, mentally, physically. I was in a couple car accidents. I went through a couple bad breakups. And so I started looking for something that I wanted to do that I can work from anywhere. So I started looking and I thought, okay, I found this light therapy that I was doing and there was training on it in Toronto, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I was going to go and do that. Well, luckily I did because when I got there, the doctor that was putting that light therapy course on knew about the patches coming out. And the patches now have been out for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they, so I started looking into it. And when they first, I've been with the company for, it's actually 9 years this month.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, well, the patches are only 3 years old. How have you been there for 9 years? When they first come out, he put a pattern in socks and insoles. So that's what we had at first was socks and insoles. But what he
Excuse
found
me,
was,
is this the one that I see wherein you insert it and then when you remove it, it's black? It becomes black?
no, no,
Oh, it's a
that is,
different patch.
yeah, it's a different thing altogether.
Okay.
This doesn't do that. It was just a pattern on a sock that basically same thing as the patch. It touched the skin. It gave you better balance, stability, range of motion. It was phenomenal
Oh,
for mobility.
okay.
But what he found was the problem was is you could only put one patch in the socks.
One
So
patch
you could
for
only
each
put
stock.
one pattern in the sock.
Okay.
So he wanted to help more people. So he decided to come out with a patch. And so he changed the direction of the company and almost 3 years ago, and he put it in a patch. Now we have 14 different patterns that we can help people with different things. We couldn't put 14 different patterns in a sock. So we had to go away from the sock and go to the patches.
So this pattern is, what are you saying is, for every ailment or every problem, pain you have, there's a patch. So
So so we have,
you
like
can
I
use
said,
several patches.
you can use as
Right?
many patches as you want,
Oh,
depending on what's going on in the body. But we have a patch for sleep. We have a patch for pain. We have a patch for joy for people that are depressed, immune support, sports performance, better focus, glowing skin, reduce stress, kick it patch for addictions,
mm.
um, stamina for men. It's just, we have 14 different patches. And the one I love the most is the mobility one for seniors. And, to be able to walk without the fear of falling because it stabilizes you within 7 seconds.
So do you
And
have patches like, for example, those who have arthritis, who are candidates for knee replacement? Uh,
yeah,
will this help?
yes, we don't talk we talk symptoms, we don't talk disease because we don't promote cure any of that. So we just tell people, you know what, try it. They tell us what their issues they're having. We recommend the patch that we feel that will work best for them, and they try it. All our patches are 30-day money back guarantee, so you're not owed anything to try it. So the patches, like I said, they're absolutely the best thing that I've ever put on my body. The other patches that I really love is helping the kids. All kids today, they're stressed out. They can't focus at school. They're like, they've got so many issues going on. It's a shame. And we have helped so many kids to be able to actually sit in school and learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
it's just without being so drugged out, they don't even know, you know. So it's really has helped a lot of people. I, like I said, I have been doing this for a few years, the patches, almost 3 years. I've got 3,400 associates on my team that sell them underneath of me. This is a direct sales company. And I know, you know, people sometimes they don't think that that's a good model, multi-level marketing. I'll tell you, it's the best model that I've ever seen or looked at, to be able to help people to stay away from the drugs and to get drug-free health and wellness.
Okay, great. And but I would just like to ask, when was the time wherein you had multiple car accidents, you had a lot of um I mean, I'm sure you have connected with your different doctors, no? Surgeons for your surgeries. When was the time that we're in, okay, it's about time for me to try these patches on? Because was there a time wherein you were not being healed during the after the surgery, or I just want to know, when was the time wherein enough is enough? I would like to stop with this medicines, the traditional way. Now I would like to use this as an what's this alternative way of medicating ourselves.
Okay. So basically, when they first come out with the socks, I was in a lot of pain. I had been in a car accident that time. I've had another one since. Um, I'm not a bad driver. It was actually somebody else's fault.
Uh-huh.
And but I was in the car accident, so I was in a lot of pain with my back, my neck, and that really creates a lot of stress as well. Plus, like I said, I've gone through two really bad breakups, and so stress again. And so I had a heart attack at the age of 45, which it was stress. There was no blockages, there was no anything. And when they say stress can kill, I learned that day that stress can kill. And so they told me it was stress. And so then when I found this product, I was like in a lot of pain, mentally, physically. And I was just like, as soon as I put the socks on my body, it was like instant reduction in pain. And
Mhm.
it was like, wow, is this crazy or what? I thought, am I losing it? So anyway, but I instantly just started wearing the product, and it just started working so well for me. And then when the patches came out, I started wearing the um, peace patch for my stress, and I started wearing the pain patch, and I don't have pain in my body.
That's great. That's great.
I don't have pain. My back used to go out like 2 or 3 times a year. I'd be in bed for 2 or 3 days. I don't have that anymore. I don't have the stress. I don't, the peace patch is just like instantly just calm me down. And you just instantly feel like, wow, I feel better. I don't feel so stressed. I don't feel the anxiety. I don't, so
So how soon are you able to see the results?
okay, so everybody is different, but I can tell you that the balance, stability, range of motion, that's instant, like 7 seconds. I
Oh, seven
can do it.
seconds.
Yeah, I can do a balance test on you, and within 7 seconds, you're balanced. And I'm not going to be able to push you over once I put the patch on you.
Oh,
So the peace patch, everybody's different. Some people see instant results. I seen probably within a couple days when I first started wearing it, I was like, wow, this is so much better. So everybody is different, but usually depending on what's going on in the body, what our owner says to us is the body knows what it needs first. We may think it's one thing, the body is working on something else before it actually works on what you feel it needs to work on. So you may not see instant results right away, but I always tell people continue to wear it, continue to wear it, continue to wear it, because for instance, the sleep patch, I wasn't sleeping well, and I started wearing that, and it took me about probably about 5 days
mm-hmm.
before, because at first I was like, yeah, this isn't working. But like I said, 5, 6 days, and I was like, oh, wow, this does work. And I was sleeping through the night, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome because it's like a magic patch that we're talking about. Suddenly, it solves your problem. And another thing, it's drug-free, and it's just a matter of you patching it up on your body and then trying whatever is the problem, the pain or the stress. Where do you usually put the patch when you're stressed?
So you can go on anywhere's on your body as long as it's on your body. The only one that is site specific is the freedom patch, which is for the pain. They say on or near the pain site.
Oh, okay. So
So
does it also help in terms of blood pressure, hypertension, and so on?
we can't claim that. So, but I have had people say that it's helped.
It has helped.
It has helped, yes. Yeah.
Ah,
But
okay.
but we can't make those claims. We're not allowed to make those claims. But I have had customers that they come back with saying like, wow, this is better and that's better, and so I always say to people, you know what? Don't go by what other people say. You got to try it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's 30-day money back guarantee. So you can you can try it. You're not owed anything to try it. My website is above beside my head up there. It's
Happy
Cathy
Gage.
Gage Wellness.
Uh-huh. And you
And
also have the QR code. So for those who are listening and watching this, just take a picture of that, right? And it will take you to your website. Is that correct?
that is very correct. And then there's lots of information on the website. My information is there if you want to contact me, and I can send you more info.
How
And
about your email address?
my email address is Cathy with a C
Uh-huh.
at cathygage.com. My name is up at the top there, Cathy Gage. So it's Cathy at cathygage.com.
And through social media, how will they be able to get?
I am on Facebook. I don't do a lot of Instagram, but I am on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
But Facebook would be the place where you want to get in touch with me through social media.
Mm-hmm. That's great. So, what's your plan now for the next 12 months?
My plan for the next 12
Your
months.
goal, your goal.
My goal for the next 12 months. Okay. I love talking about that because I love goals now. I never did. A lot of my life, there was no goals. I was just so stressed out and so going through so much that I didn't think I had goals. I didn't think that I could do it. And
Mhm.
now it's like, oh, I love goals. So when
Yeah.
I joined the company, like I said, I joined and I got a big team and I ranked up really quick. And I went from associate to qualified associate to team leader to director to managing director. And I am now a regional vice president
Wow.
within the company. And I'm so excited because I never thought I would get to that point. And I am so happy I did because I was in a bad situation where I needed to be able to get out and look after myself financially. And if I wouldn't have found this and did what I did, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So I'm so happy and so proud of myself that I put the work in and I decided that I needed to get out on my own, look after myself financially. I do very well, and I my next 12 months, like I said, I am right now a regional VP. My goal is to become a national vice president, and I am probably 60% there.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. The future is very bright.
Mm-hmm. Great, great.
Yeah.
And I like what you have mentioned that you took action in the for you to realize this your dream. Now,
Well, I gotta say, Cynthia, is I took action many, many years ago, which is the way I thought I had to take action, which was through medication. Because I
yes.
was dealing with depression and anxiety and a lot of stuff that I was going through. And I did go the medication way. But what I found was it didn't work for me. I actually almost died because of one of the medications they gave me. I woke up one night and went to use the restroom, and it was like I was bouncing from wall to wall. I couldn't even
Oh
get my
my.
bearings. I was just out of it. And I almost died because of that medication. So I've gone off all medications, and I don't suggest anybody to go off any medication without your doctor's advice. But I went off slowly, weaned myself off, and then when I found the patches, I don't need it anymore. I wear the patches and I feel fantastic.
Great, great. So did someone introduce this to you?
Um, Actually, the lady that was doing the light therapy course,
Ah,
she told me about the product.
uh-huh.
And I took it in my own hands to start investigating and looking it up. And the company, actually, when I come into the company, it was only 10 days old.
Oh my. So it
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
like you're part already, one of the pioneers.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
nice.
it was very exciting, and I went all in. I'm like, I want to be able to help. I have two grown children. I have 8 grandchildren, and I love helping them.
And you
You
look
know,
great.
with this, yeah. So it's funny because my grandson struggles with anxiety,
Uh-huh.
and right after I put a patch on him, I said, "Do you want to try it?" He goes, "Yeah, Nan, I'll try it." So as soon as I put the patch on him, he was like, "Nan." I said, "Well, do you see a difference?" I said, "Well, it'll probably take 10 or 20 minutes and you'll probably see a difference." He goes, "Nan, I see a difference already." I said,
Wow.
"Oh," I said, "What do you see?" He goes, "My heart's not pounding as fast and I don't feel sick to my stomach."
That's great. How old was he?
He was 12 at the time.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he could already articulate what was really the feelings or what he was experiencing in terms of the body changes. Wow, that's great. So
Mhm.
these patches are not only for adults but also for children.
Yes, anybody can wear these patches. The only person that I wouldn't put the patches on, and it's not that they can't, would be a child that would take it off and put it in their mouth. It would be a
Oh my.
choking hazard.
So even
But
even infants are okay?
yep, yeah,
Oh,
anybody can wear a patch because there's nothing in them. There's no drugs, no chemicals, so
yeah.
it's not going to hurt anybody. We have like 90-year-olds wearing these for balance issues and whatnot, and some people put them on their infants so they'll sleep and just different stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's really amazing.
That's great. That's great. So what do you think would be the one thing that would stop you from realizing your goal, becoming a national vice president?
What would stop me?
Yes,
I can't imagine anything that's going to stop me at this point in the game because I'm really driven and I never thought I would be
very
that
good.
way.
Very
And
good.
so I there's nothing stops me anymore. I take things in stride and like things happen in people's lives. I can tell you I had a sister that passed away a year ago in February with heart and kidney issues.
Uh,
Nothing that I could help her with our patches. But she did wear our immune patch. And she was like, even the day she passed, she goes, Kath, you got to change my immune patch because it helped her breathing.
oh,
And she had allergies really bad. And she was taking 2 pills a day for her allergies. And when I put the defend patch on her for her immune, she never took another pill for her allergies, and it even helped her breathing. So, um, but you think that with my sister passing, and then I have another sister that has liver cancer, that is going to pass. And but you know what? Normally that would just take me right out. I'd be down and out. But my patches have helped me get through the stress and anxiety of that. And yes, it hurts, obviously. And but I can deal with it. I'm at a stage where I can deal with it and move on and still live my life.
great. Wonderful, wonderful. So before we end, could you give us a simple advice for our listeners? What simple advice would you like to share?
Simple advice. Okay. The simple advice would be you need to reach out to me and let me give you a 15-minute, I'll go over the issues you're having. I'll suggest, what it'll do. It's not gonna hurt you to listen and for me to try and help you. So the tip would be is to reach out to me. Don't struggle anymore. Nobody wants to struggle. They want to dream to rise.
Wonderful. Yes, I agree. If you now have the resources, why not try it? And if it's going to help you in terms of the side effects, remove you all the side effects of the medication, why not? No harm trying, right? You might benefit it more. Okay. So thank you so much, Kathy, for this wonderful session. And it was nice that you were able to share with us the patches. Now, if the listeners are interested to get in touch with Kathy, again, the website is here. Just click on this QR code and it will take you to her website, Cathy Gage Wellness, and connect with her through her email, which is Cathy at kathygage.com. and through Facebook.
Mm.
Okay. Do you also have LinkedIn?
I do have LinkedIn, yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
LinkedIn and Instagram. Do you have TikTok?
I don't.
Okay. So that's it. So thank you again, and it's great to have you here. At
Thank you so
least
much, Cynthia.
giving
It was,
hope for our listeners with
thank you.
something new. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you
Bye-bye.
next in the next episode to our listeners.
Okay.
Okay, bye.